It's your boy Paul Khadar back again with another banger video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video yesterday. Today we're going to be talking about the 12 universal laws. So most of you don't really believe in certain stuff like that. Most of you do, but I'm just going to be uncovering it and just trying to gain some knowledge. So hopefully you guys can use it to the best of your ability. Hope you guys are grinding, staying motivated. 2022 is going to be our year. So let's just get straight into it, guys.
These laws are eternal and immutable. They are not subject to interpretation, and there is no judgment or penalty for breaking these laws. We can say that these laws are statements of conditions which, under certain circumstances, have the same procedure and the same results. Many people are not aware of these laws.
So I'm laughing because his accent is just yeah, he has a funny accent.
But just like the law of gravity, they always operate and apply to everyone, regardless of our awareness of them. And the way to apply these laws is by representing and respecting the world around you and being empathetic to it. You also need to put action on your dreams and visions to get inspired results. This means you have to always take responsibility for your actions and constantly focus on building your positive energy.
I always tell you guys this. I literally always test. If you surround yourself around positive friends, it's like you leave yourself with no choice but to become a positive person, to get positive results, to go up and not down. So this is literally just another video reinstating what I tell you guys.
Once we apply them consciously, we can get control of the experiences, circumstances, and people that we attract into our lives. The law of divine oneness. This is the first of the 12 universal laws. The light shall set you free. The law of oneness states that we live in a world where everything is connected to everything else. All is consciousness. All is God. We are co-creators with God in a force field of oneness. Some call it the universal or cosmic mind. There is only one cosmic mind. We are all one. Everything we do, say, think, and believe affects others and the universe around us. The law of vibration.
So that's so true. Um, I've noticed it's logical as well. It makes sense. Like whatever we put out there is what most likely we're gonna receive. We are all the same, so we should treat everyone the same way we should be treated. I am a Christian, so I can only speak from a Christian's point of view. And in the Bible, it says, treat others as you would like to be treated. So it's just everything spins around each other. And for the people that are going through a lot in life, stressed out, depressed, going through a lot of turmoil, I feel sorry for them. And this is why I encourage meditation because it makes you more mindful. It makes you more aware in this moment, in this certain presence. So I just hope, like, I was even gonna give an example where I would like be spending a lot of time with a lot of like negative friends, and I would have a drive or motivation, or I would have a passion, or I would have a certain, let's just say drive, passion, let's just say a purpose to do something greater, to do something to value others, to be positive. But obviously, every single time I try to tell friends or I try to encourage them, or I try to take that step, they would always limit me by either laughing at me, which obviously is demoralizing. When someone laughs at you, you're demoralized. You try to smile it off and brush it off, but really it's hurting you. You're not surrounding yourself around the right people, and also it puts you down. It eventually you just start becoming like them because you're demoralized by them. But when I was with positive friends, they'd always encourage me, they'd motivate me, they'd be like, "Yeah, man, you can do this. Yeah, I believe in you. Like, yeah, you got this. Like, we're all gonna win." Good friends always encourage. Good friends always listen. Bad friends put you down. Bad friends speak. Bad friends speak negativity into you, and then with that negativity, it drives you down. So just be mindful of who your friends are. Be very mindful.
and the universe around us. The law of vibration states that anything that exists in our universe, whether seen or unseen, broken down into and analyzed in its pureness and most basic form, consists of pure energy or light, which resonates and exists as a vibratory frequency or pattern. All matter, thoughts, and feelings has its own vibrational frequency. The thoughts, feelings, and actions we choose also have their own particular rates of vibration. These vibrations will set up resonance with whatever possesses identical frequency. In other words, your thoughts are inseparably connected to the rest of the universe. Like attracts like. As you choose good thoughts, more good thoughts of a like nature will follow, and you will also be in vibrational harmony with others with like thoughts.
That's so true. I would say I don't even need to have an example. Most of you can relate with that, what he just said, that whatever you whatever you do will be the result in what you get back. The more you show love, the more you're good to others, the more you plan your life, the more your life will become planned, the more good things will come for you, the more love you'll get from other people, and you'll start seeing the people that actually show hate. You'll separate yourselves from them type of people because you don't want to be engulfed downwards. You can help people that are in a bad place. No one's stopping you from helping other, but most of the time, these people that are negative, they don't want your help. They don't need your help. They already see themselves in a good place. They don't really care about your help. So it's literally just, what
Law
do you
of
want? Do
action.
you want to be mid? Do you want to always be around people that are mid, people that are floating, or do you want to be with the players, people playing the game, the people playing the game, other people are watching them play the game, or other people are spending money to go watch them, other people are idolizing them. I'm not saying you need to be someone that is idolized, but where would you want to be sitting? Do you want to be the one sitting watching the game, or do you want to be the one playing the game? Do you want to be the one outside of the stadium, just hearing the game being played, oblivious? You don't even know what's happening. You're just you're just floating. You're just a balloon floating in the air, an air balloon. Think about this, guys. Don't let it fly over your heads. I keep telling you this.
The law of action must be employed in order for us to manifest things on earth.
That's such a great word. The word manifest. Oh my days. If we, I'm gonna go type this word on Google. I'm gonna type it in the definition. So as we can see, manifest, clear or obvious to the eye or mind. So there was another YouTuber called Taekwondo. He was going through this, You can go watch his video. Um, so manifest literally, most of us probably didn't even know this. It means clear or obvious to the eye or mind. So let's say, for example, I wanted to have a clear or obvious mind, or I wanted to have a clear or vision, or a clear, how do I put it? Let's say I want to manifest something. I would essentially say to myself, if I want this thing, what actions am I putting so that I can have a so it's clear or obvious to the eye or my mind? Okay, another, the verb, to show a quality or feeling by one's acts or appearance, demonstrate. And then obviously you have the synonyms as well. So manifesting, it's all down to your actions at the end of the day. What actions are you taking to even be able to see these things in reality? Because at the end of the day, manifesting is just clear or obvious to the eye or the mind. What are you doing to make it clear or obvious to your eye or mind? What actions have you taken? What discipline have you put in? And you can relate to the video I did yesterday. Now let's just get back to the video, guys.
We must engage in actions that supports our thoughts, dreams, emotions, and words. The law of action states that you must do the things and perform the actions necessary to achieve what you are setting out to do. Unless you take actions that are in harmony with your thoughts and dreams and proceed in an orderly fashion towards what you want to accomplish, there will be absolutely no foreseeable results. It is here with the law of action that most people falter when pursuing success. It could be their fears or laziness that get in the way.
I love how he said that. It could be your fear. It could be the way you feel. Because fear is essentially just how you feel about a certain situation that's pulling you away from the certain moment. I could be afraid of heights. That fear could stop me from doing bungee jumping. But by actually taking the action to just jump, I could eliminate that fear. I could I could be lazy. Once again, it's just a feeling. It's just a feeling. Being lazy, not wanting to get out of bed because I'm tired, even though I just had 8 hours sleep. That feeling of being lazy is limiting me from actually just getting up and doing or starting my day, meditating, exercising, doing some gratitude journaling, starting starting to prepare for the week, doing things that are important, like getting my driving license, which I have. Obviously, I have that. Maybe building towards a mortgage, saving, investing into things that I love doing. You guys can all benefit from this. You can all start bringing value to other people. You've just got to take steps. You've got to take steps towards it. It's not just going to come towards you. Yeah, you could win the lottery, but without that foundation, you'd lose all that money and you just end up in the same place again. Let's just carry on. Hopefully, it's not flying over you guys' heads.
Law of correspondence. This universal law states that the principles or laws of physics that explain the physical world, energy, light, vibration, and motion, have their corresponding principles in the etheric or universe, as above, so below, as within, so without, or whatever is above is like that which is below, and whatever is below is like that which is above. Your outer life is a reflection of your inner life. There is a direct correspondence between the way you think and feel on the inside and the way you act and experience on the outside. Your relationships, health, wealth, and position are mirror images of your inner world. Law of cause
So, in other words, he meant everything you do in life, wherever you are right now, currently, is because of what you've done in the past. If you've seen your lowest lows and you're rich now, it's because you took an action, a step to become rich. If you are rich and you're poor now, or if you were rich in the past and now you're poor, certain actions, certain steps you took made you poor. But all these things, all these places we've been, all these things that we might personally go through, they're just all steps towards how where we can put ourselves in a better place. They all correspond with each other. It's like saying if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And if you plan to fail, you fail to plan. There, it's just an opposite. All these, this is just a basic. It's literally just a basic phrase, but it goes a long way if you think about it deeply. If you fail to plan, if you fail to write a timetable every day for your day ahead of you, then you're not gonna end up doing everything you need to do. You'll end up doing a bad habit, snoozing, maybe taking a nap. Even taking naps aren't too bad, but maybe like watching TV for long periods of time, drinking or binge eating certain foods that won't benefit your health in the future.
and effect. Nothing happens by chance or outside the universal laws. Every action has a reaction or consequence. We reap what we sow. The most important lesson involving human conduct and interaction is seen in the cosmic law of cause and effect. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Every human thought, word, and deed is a cause that sets off a wave of energy throughout the universe, which in turn creates the effect, whether desirable or undesirable. The law states the effect must to physical manifestation. This is why good thoughts, words, emotions, and deeds are essential for a better world, for they all create good effects. Law of compensation. Nothing happens by chance or outside the universal law. Every human thought, word, and deed is a cause that sets off a wave of energy throughout the universe, which in turn creates the effect, whether desirable or undesirable. The law states the effect must to physical manifestation. This is why good thoughts, words, emotions, and deeds are essential for a better world, for they all create good effects. Law of attraction demonstrate how we create the things, events, and people that come into our lives, our thoughts, feelings, words, and action produce energies which in turn attract like energies.
I was speaking about the law of attraction yesterday, and I was saying that if you don't put in the action, if you don't put in the action, action is literally in the word attraction. Action is literally in the word. The only way you can attract anything in this world is by putting an action. So it's like the more you sleep, you're attracting a better life, better health. You're attracting a more mindful state because you're when you're sleeping, you're at peace with yourself. When you eat good food, you're attracting good looks, you're attracting a healthier body, you're attracting better or better quality people. Let's say you're a man, you're gonna attract better looking women. And let's say if you're a woman, if you eat healthy, if you do the right things every single day, especially when you don't feel like it, you're gonna attract better looking men. Yeah, no one here is better than anyone else. That's why I hate when people say, "Oh, like I have better genes than this person." Like that's just get the hell out of here. You don't have better genes than anyone. You just probably put in more work than the other person. If you was deteriorating your life, if you was eating unhealthy, if you wasn't sleeping as well, if you was consuming a lot of like porn, a lot of terrible things that won't benefit you, and masturbating every day or like more than once a day, if you're drinking a lot of alcohol, you're deteriorating your life. You're not going to attract a good life. You're not attracting success. You're attracting death, if anything, because you're going towards death. Because that's what all these things that you inhibit in your body, that's what it attracts. It's so much deeper, guys. It's just so much deeper than is like words can't explain. Like actions always speak louder than words.
Negative energies attract negative energies, and positive energies attract positive energies. Law of perpetual transmutation of energy. All persons have within them the power to change the conditions of their lives. Higher vibrations consume and transform lower ones. Thus, each of us can change the energies in our lives by understanding the universal laws and applying the principles in such a way as to effect change. Simply put, energy from the formless realm is constantly flowing into the material world and taking form. This energy is limitless and inexhaustible. As old forms are exhausted, they give way for new forms to emerge from the invisible hidden energy of the universe. Law of relativity. Each person will receive a series of problems, tests of initiation lessons, for the purpose of strengthening the light within each of these tests lesson to be a challenge and remain connected to our hearts when proceeding to solve the problems.
That's so true. If you ever see yourself going through adversity, or if you ever see yourself like making mistakes, or like life is not really going in your favor, just take that as a life lesson. Take that. You should show gratitude. You should be grateful for when bad things happen to you. You should be happy that at least you're still alive after the situation. Obviously, if you die, then may your soul rest in peace. Well, I'm not speaking to people that are dead, so I'm assuming everyone here that's watching this video right now, you've been through some adversity, and you should use that as not motivate, you should use that as a life lesson, a learning curve, something to become more disciplined so you don't make that same mistake, or for someone else to learn from you as well. But like I said, most of the time you only really learn more from your mistakes when you make them yourself, rather than as opposed to learning from someone else.
This law also teaches us to compare our problems to other problems into its proper perspective. No matter how bad we perceive our situation to be, there is always someone who is in a worse position. It's all relative. The spiritual and metaphysical aspects of this law of relativity tells us that everything in our physical world is only made real by its relationship of comparison to something. Light only exists because we compare it to dark. Good can only exist because we compare it to bad. Hot can only exist because we compare it to cold. Law of polarity. Everything is on a continuum and has an opposite. We can suppress and transform undesirable thoughts by concentrating on the opposite pole. It is the law of mental vibrations. We can see that you cannot have a left without a right, an up without a down, failure and success, a good without a bad, and so on. It is a word of duality. However, these opposites have no absolutes. There is not one point where you can say one starts and the other begins. It is a scale range. Law of rhythm. Everything vibrates and moves to certain rhythms. There is rhythms establish seasons, cycles, stages of development, and patterns. Each cycle reflects the regularity of God's universe. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. The law of rhythm states that energy in the universe is like a pendulum. Whenever something swings to the right, it must then swing to the left.
I know it seems very repetitive, just hearing like, oh, whatever goes left, there's something that has to be right. Whatever goes up has to come down, etc., etc. But it's just proving a point that all these laws are related to each other, and if you use the knowledge to be able to just correspond all of these laws into one, most of the time it's just what actions are you taking, like throughout your day, throughout your 24 hours, every single day. What are you doing to benefit yourself in the future, for your future self? In 5 years, do you want to be known as someone that just wasted their time playing games and doing the bare minimum in university or in your apprenticeship, whatever, or just someone that's just living a midlife? And for me, I prefer people that are like, I can't even say that because I can't just judge. I can't judge other people. I can only speak for myself. But I've seen myself living a midlife, and there's no point of being in the middle when you can be at the top to help other people that are in the middle and at the bottom. So let's just quickly see
Everything
what the
in
last
existence,
law is.
swinging, law of gender,
The law of gender.
manifests in all things as masculine and feminine. It is this law that governs what we know as creation. The law of gender manifests in the animal kingdom as sex. This law decrees everything in nature is both male and female. Both are required for life to exist.
I think that one's pretty like everyone knows that. Everyone knows that there's opposite sex. I mean, obviously in today's society, there's more than one gender, but I'm not really gonna dive deep into that. Hopefully, you guys have got a grasp of an understanding that at the end of the day, for every action we put into the world, we will reap, we will get back. So if I go to the gym for 1 hour, I will get the result of 1 hour's training, depending on the actions I took in the gym within that 1 hour. If I go to the gym for 2, 3, 4 hours every day, I will get back. I'm not telling you guys go put 4 hours in the gym every single day, because you're gonna burn out, you're gonna overload yourself. Once again, balance is very key, but stay around positive friends to keep you going. Eat the right foods to give you more energy. Drink a lot of water rather than drinking fizzy drinks or juices that are just sweeteners. If you're gonna drink a juice, at least drink a smoothie, like that you know for sure, yeah, they put the right vitamins, they put the actual fruit inside that drink. But limit that. Don't absorb yourself with the wrong things. If you're gonna absorb yourself with certain things, let it be the right things. I love you guys all, man. I hope it just doesn't fly over your head, because it flies over my head sometimes. And you just gotta bring yourself back to the awareness that if I put in more positive energy, if I do the right things to benefit myself, other people will take from that. I will eventually be surrounded around the right people. Like I said in the video yesterday, I am the millionaire status is right here. Let's just say it's right here. I know you guys can't see my hand. Let's just say let me the millionaire status is right here, and this is me right here. This is me right here. I'm right here. There's a certain gap in between that's stopping me from becoming that millionaire, and it's because I haven't put in the right work that a millionaire would to become a millionaire. And I'm just using this as an example. This is literally just an example. So if you want to be this million, if you want to be a successful person, if you want to be a man of value, if you want to be respected by others, then you have to put in the right amount of work. You have to discipline yourself. So that was the 12 universal laws. It's been your boy Paul Khadar. We out.